A forgotten shrine. A long time ago in Japan, in the days before people lived in big cities, many people lived in smaller communities throughout the country. Most of these communities were, and many still are, farming communities. However, as the world became more modern and industrialized with the rise of technology, many young people from these farming communities moved to the big cities. Some people moved to find a better job and earn more money. Others moved because they wanted to experience the excitement and convenience of big city life. Whatever the reason, young people moving to big cities created one big problem. The communities from where the young people came grew smaller and smaller. Over time, some communities disappeared altogether because there were no young people to keep these communities alive. Our story takes us to one of these disappearing communities. In this community, there was a young boy named Ray. Ray lived with his family, who were rice farmers. As far as Ray could remember, his family consisted of rice farmers. His great-grandfather was a rice farmer, his grandfather was a rice farmer, and his father was a rice farmer. In the future, Ray wanted to become a rice farmer too. One day, Ray and his dad wanted to take a break from the farm work they do every day. Near their farm was a small range of mountains, so they decided to take a little hike to the top of the mountain closest to their farm. Ray packed his backpack with a bottle of water, some snacks, a flashlight, and a jacket. Off they went. Along the way, Ray's dad pointed out different types of trees and plants as they passed. They named different types of birds they saw and heard. They even saw a deer nibbling on some leaves not too far away. Ray wanted to get a closer look, so he very carefully and quietly inched his way closer to the deer. He was the perfect distance, but with his next step, he stepped on a small fallen branch, which snapped beneath his foot. The sound alarmed the deer, who took off deeper into the woods. Ray and his dad tried to follow the deer, but the deer was too quick and was soon out of sight. They continued in the direction in which they believed the deer ran. They soon stumbled upon a small shrine. There was an unrecognizable, broken, wooden and faded torii that was overgrown with vines. There was a narrow stone path from the torii that led to the main shrine building. Ray looked at his dad and asked, "What's this?" His dad replied, "It's a very old and forgotten shrine." "What's this thing?" Ray asked, pointing to the fallen torii. "That's a torii," his dad answered. "What's a torii?" asked Ray. "A torii is a kind of gate that people pass through when visiting the shrine," Dad explained. "What's a shrine doing in a place like this?" Ray asked. "Well, I guess the people who built this shrine did it to honor the spirit of the mountain," explained his dad. "Why does it look so old?" Ray continued to ask his dad. Dad continued to explain. "It doesn't look like anyone has been here in a very long time. There used to be a small community on the other side of this mountain a long time ago, but the last member passed away some time ago. What a shame, too. This is a nice little shrine." Ray asked, "Is there anything we can do to fix it?" When Ray returned home, he told his family about what he and his dad discovered. His grandfather remembered the shrine and told Ray a story about his visit to the shrine when he was about Ray's age. Ray said, "The shrine looks so old, so I want to make it look new again. What can I do?" "Well, we can spread the word to the other people of our community, and then maybe we can all help to make it look new again." There's a town meeting on Friday evening. Why don't you come along and tell the others what you found and what you want to do?" answered his grandfather. "That's a great idea, Grandpa," said Dad. Ray and his mother made posters to put up at his school and the local community center. That Friday, Ray spoke at the community meeting and explained to the audience about his experience while hiking in the mountain. Like Ray's grandfather, some of the older members of the community started to share their stories about the old shrine. "I want to make the shrine look new again, and I want others to enjoy it as much as I did." "Can anyone help me?" asked Ray. "I want to help," said one member. "Me too," said another. "I also want to help," said yet another. At the meeting, they formed a small committee to oversee the project. The next day, Ray, his dad, his grandfather, and a few others hiked up the mountain to assess the shrine. They took lots of photos of the shrine and the surrounding grounds, so they could show the other community members what the shrine looked like in its present state, and what needed to be done to revive it. The next weekend, everyone from the community marched toward the shrine, determined to restore it to its original beauty. Some people helped clear the vines and trim the trees and bushes around the shrine. Others helped fix the broken boards and windows inside the shrine. A few people helped paint the inside and rearrange the ornaments. One member built a new offering box. A path that leads to the torii was cleared, and in some places, stone stairs were added to make the shrine easier to access. At the base of the mountain, where the trail to the shrine begins, a bright red torii was placed, so that everyone would know where the shrine is. Everyone in the community worked tirelessly for weeks to return the shrine to its former beauty. Even Ray helped as much as he could, clearing vines, painting, and even helping clear the new trail. It took some time, but the day finally came when the shrine was finally completed. All the members of the community felt pride and joy when they saw the result of all their hard work. They even asked a Shinto priest from another town to come and bless the shrine. It brought a new energy to the town. At the next community meeting, everyone decided to create an annual festival to honor the spirits of the shrine and to never let the shrine be forgotten again. At the festival, there was dancing, singing, and games. They even had a small fireworks show. Most importantly, many people at the festival made their way to the front of the shrine and dropped a coin in the offering box and offered a prayer. Ray prayed that people from other towns and cities would visit the shrine and enjoy the festival too. That night, when Ray came back from the festival, he fell asleep in his bed with a big smile on his face. Later that night, in his dream, the spirit of the shrine spoke to him. "Thank you for reviving my spirit, Ray." The end.